This is the story of a journey that started years ago, with a student, a class, and a goal. Over 3 years ago, I participated in my first IMOs. This was the first step of many that would culminate in where we are right now. A classroom brimming with life and character, where we come to greet each other, Miss Aguilar, and even the James Bond poster that used to be there. In this classroom, we've lived through many memories and moments we'll remember forever, even extending outside of the classroom and going to such places as Querétaro, where some of us managed to sneak up the Pirámide del Sol, or even Panama, where we all learned about the ever-present number 7. Regardless, it all comes back to this classroom, because this is where IMUNS happens. This is where we all come to learn more than any other class can offer. This, Secretariat, is where we make it happen. Ms. Aguilar has taught us that the main values that IMUNS works to uphold are communication, collaboration, commitment, and concern, the 4 C's, values which were very prominent this year. Despite that, I still feel that we are missing another C, and I'd like to introduce it: challenge. Challenge is often seen as something bad, because we negatively tend to assume that it can come to complicate processes, ideas, and projects. As a globally connected group of individuals, we can all see that this year and the past year have been plagued with many challenges to our principles as a people, as students, as families, and even as Mexicans. We often fail to see that it is challenge that fuels creativity, a drive to innovate, change, and address our questions, concerns, anxieties, and confusions. This drive for innovation is what made IMUS 2017 a quintessential experience. One simulation that we will be regarded as one of the best in our state, country, and Latin America for years to come. Secretariat. I am first and foremost an individual with a simple passion, a drive to set out and organize the best model United Nations simulation, building upon the excellence that the generation has left for us. However, in order to fulfill this wish, I am going to need your support, and in exchange, I promise to devote myself to be a strong leader that works and to encourage a team in which everyone's voice is heard and no member is left behind. I promise to work with you to see our limits, find them, question them, and go beyond them. We will do everything in our power to bring even more international schools and raise the bar, inviting students, staff, and teachers from all around the world, while also promoting another effort to continue bringing the best guest speakers we can. We will bridge all gaps and ensure we have constant communication along every step of the way, keeping the Secretary, Subsecretary Generals, and Ms. Aguilar informed, while also being approachable by MUN and regular students alike, while also encouraging more participation from them through design contests, our in-houses, IMUNs, community service projects, background papers, and far much more. We also have the means to increase our relations with other schools and have them participate in our very own in-houses, which further cements us as the leading institution in MUN simulations. We will strive for increased collaboration, recognizing the IMUNS Press Corps as a special branch of what makes our simulations different, to find a method for them to work intensively with social media and technology integration during IMUNS. We will demonstrate our commitment for a better world, taking our initiative to the campus next door, teaching younger students about the MUN program, our activities and celebrations, and even extending our Peace Day and UN Day activities to the students and the campus as well. We will show our concern for our country's current state and our event's distinction, making IMUNS regain its much-deserved media notoriety through press contacts from El Norte and even partnerships with UNICEF, as was done before. And we will also actively work for online exposure through websites like Best Delegate. We would also be working towards a project that could encourage more community service and also supply our organization with a means for making far much money, such as the selling of t-shirts and the continuation of semester bazaars. Finally, and most importantly, we will challenge ourselves constantly, barring any and all signs of adversity and uncertainty, to truly question what we can and can't do, and then doing it. To truly harness what resources we have in our hands, to truly make it happen. Challenge is not having translators for background papers with a deadline just around the corner. Challenge is driving to the airport to receive a school and realizing they're in another part of the country. Challenge is, and will always be, an instrumental part in the development of IMUNS. I speak about challenge with such optimism because, as I'm sure all of us know, nothing compares to the feeling we get, basking in the glory and relief of a successful guest speaker session, opening ceremony video, holistic crisis, guest tour, masquerade ball, haunted house, game show, and well, the list goes far much on. This feeling of reward and satisfaction is one I intend to make constant for next year, while developing successful projects for our departments and successful missions as well, while also challenging ourselves. but because only we know how to challenge ourselves and put ourselves to a limit. But most importantly, bring out the best in each other. And so, Secretariat, yet another IMUS comes to a close, and with it, the time to say goodbye to the seniors, our friends as well. However, this is not the end of the story, but the birth of a new chapter, one that will be written with happiness and good times, but also challenge and hard work as well. Secretariat, I am challenging you to vote for the future. I am challenging you to vote with your hearts and minds. Secretariat, I am challenging you to make IMUS 2018 happen. Thank you.